Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be unboxing the April Diva box. This is how she looks like on the outside, but let's go ahead and look like what's on the inside. So the first thing that I see is this card from Chaos Concepts. This is the featured small brand for this Diva box. This is her card information. She also has an Instagram and a Facebook, so I'm going to go ahead and link that stuff below in the description box. So she made a little bottle holder, and I love how like the geometric shape of this is. It is purple and light blue, and it has shimmers in it. I'm not sure if it's picking up on the camera, but inside of the bottle holder it also has like a slanted, like a little bit like 35-degree angle where the bottle will sit. I'm going to be using this later on in the video, so I'll go ahead and show you guys that a little bit later how it works. The next thing we're going to go ahead and go over is this chrome. And it got a little bit all over my stuff because I already opened it, but it's really pigmented, and this is a little sample amount that it comes with. I'm going to show you a swatch with it. The camera didn't pick it up, but it does have like a rainbow type of chrome to it. I did do it over black gel, by the way, and it did bring like this little puffy applicator eyeshadow thing. The next thing we're going to go ahead and go over is the colors in the Diva box. The first one I want to show you is called Moonlight, and this is just like your classic white in the little jar. This is the swatch of it. Like I said, it's your classic white, but it's really pigmented because this is only 2 dips of it, and this is how it looks like when it glows. So it has like a bright neon like glow to it. The next one will be Diva Dip 16. This is how she looks like in the jar. To me, it's like a darker periwinkle purple. And this is how she looks like on the swatch. Alright, the next one we're going to go ahead and go over is Diva Dip 17, which is the blue shade. And it does look kind of similar to 16 in the jar. You can tell like one is more purple, one is more blue. But this is how she looks like on the swatch. And this is how she looks like next to 16. Lastly, we're going to go ahead and look over Diva Dip 18, which is the flake shade. And the camera is picking up like super bright on the camera because it's like reflecting. But this is how she looks like on the swatch. So it is clear base, by the way. I do have, what do you call that? Natural swatches. But it is a clear base. You can use it as a topper. And this is all the swatches all together side by side. Alright, so these next couple of things I'm actually super excited about. I haven't tried them yet, but I wanted to talk about them, of course. So this is the new Triple D tool. One side is a little gel brush like this. And I love that it has like the little words on the side. The next one is called Slice, but it's basically like one of those gel spatulas, like for like poly gel or like the 3D gel I'm about to show you. So this is a 3D gel. Basically, it has a thicker viscosity than probably any other gel that you've probably seen. It is basically for like nail art. What you would do is you would use it with this 3D stamping plate. This is how she looks like inside. It is a silicone because how you would use the stamping plate with the gel is you need it to be flexible. So that's why it does come in like the silicone kind of feel. I tried to show you most of the designs, but the light was hitting off of it and kind of like drowning out the reflection. But again, this is how the viscosity is in the jar. And what you would do is you would put it on your nail in like the specific area, and then you would like press down on the that 3D stamping plate. I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and work with it this weekend. But like I said, these are the main things that I was excited about, and I really wanted to show you. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the mani that I'm gonna do with you guys. So this is the mani that I already did, but I wanted to show you how to do it on a swatch. So I have my bottle holder ready. These are the dips that I'm going to be using. And like I said, I will be doing it on a swatch. Of course, I'm using my Triple D liquids. So the mani that I did is a color block type of mani. I like to use electrical tape because one, it's super sticky and it's black, so I can tell like where I'm putting it on the actual like nail. I'm going to show you guys why I like to use it. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to put it where you want it on the nail. So I put it like kind of at the tip, but at a like an angle, and like you can see the nail shape coming through under the tape. And this is why I said I like to use the electrical tape. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take some of your dip base and just basically follow along the line of the tape, but trying not to touch it. And then you're going to go ahead and fill in the other space with the base to make sure that's all over that specific area. And then after that, you're going to go ahead and do a pour over method. You're going to tap off the excess and then dust off the excess. I'm going to do this twice, so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch, and then I'll be right back. So in between each dip, if you need to, you can go ahead and clean around the cuticles. But this is why I told you guys not to touch the tape, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to actually pull slowly downwards on the tape. And if you actually put the dip on the tape, it actually takes it off, and then you would have to start all over. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add some activator, but I'm only going to add it to where I used dip on, because you don't want to get it on the other part of your nail. Now what I'm doing here is I'm actually using the flat end of a file to kind of make my line more crisp and more straight. So that's why I did speed this up a little bit, because it did take me a little while because it was a little wonky. But after that, you're going to go ahead and dust off the excess. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the white part. So we're going to do the same thing but opposite. You're going to go ahead and follow against the purple line, well, whatever color you end up using, but you're going to go ahead and follow against that line. You're going to do the pour over method, tap off the excess, and then dust off the excess. Now, I did a mistake and used one of my brushes that I used on a previous mani that had like a red tint to it. Guys, make sure that your dusting brush is also clean. But we're going to go ahead and move forward. Let's go ahead and do the second dip. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and follow against that line, do the pour over method, dust off the excess, and then we're going to go ahead and activate just the white part. Now, since we're adding our flakes to just the white part, we do want to clear cap our mani. So I do have that on the side. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually filing my swatch. This is where you would technically file your nail shape for you. So this is what I'm doing. Again, I'm just filing and buffing before I move on to the flakes. Now that everything is filed and buffed, we're going to go ahead and move on to our flakes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of dip base to the white area of the nail. And then I'm going to press my nail into the flakes. Now, Triple D flakes are always really super pigmented, so you really only need one dip of it. But if you want it more intense, you can add 2 dips of it. So this is what I'm doing now, and this is what I did on my actual nail. I just put it into the jar and kind of like pressed my nail into there. I tapped off the excess, and then I used my finger to kind of just flatten all the flakes down to make them all flat and flush before I move on to my clear dip. To clear cap, what we're going to do is basically do a full coat of dip base all over the nail. We're going to do the pour over method, let it sit for a second, dust off the excess, activate it, and then file and buff just one more time. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch, and then I'll be right back. After you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and dust off all the excess powder. We're going to go ahead and activate one more time. Now this part is optional, but I like to do it for all my manis. What I like to do is I like to put a little bit of alcohol on a lip-free wipe and wipe my nail off like of the excess activator on it. I just do basically one swipe just like this, let it sit for a second, and then move on to my top coat. So what you're going to do for the first top coat is you're going to make quick strokes, quick swipes. And then you want to make sure that you clean your brush before you put it back in your bottle. Right here, it starts to get textured. Once the nail gets textured, then you're ready for your second coat. For your second coat, you're going to be more precise. And this is where you're going to make sure to also clear cap that edge, or cap the edge. This is the final result. So hope you guys like it. I hope that color blocking becomes easier for you guys. I wanted to show you how it looks like while it's glowing. So if you do a color block mani, make sure you tag me. Make sure to comment below. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.